Hey, this is Rob, and this is another Folly Coffee Quick Hitter. Let's go! All right, if you don't know, a Folly Coffee Quick Hitter is a 5 to 7 minute answer to common coffee questions. Today is a really good question, and that question is, which is more important, the bean itself or the roast? And so what I mean by that is, it more important the coffee that you're sourcing or the roaster that is roasting it? And I'm going to give the annoying answer that it is both. What I always say is you can't source a low quality coffee and roast it to be amazing. And you can source an amazing unroasted coffee and roast it poorly and ruin it. So you could have a really high quality bean that ends up tasting awful. But you can't really take a really low quality bean and make it taste awesome. And this is not a great answer, but it does show the importance of the entire supply chain. To get an amazing cup of coffee, a roaster has to source really high quality coffee to start with, and then the process of roasting it is equally important to the end cup. Roasting coffee is not like baking muffins. You don't set the temperature, pop the unbaked muffins in there, and wait for it to get to a certain temperature and you're done. The rate at which you heat up the beans, how long you choose to heat up the beans, the amount of gas you're using, the amount of airflow in the roaster, the turning point of when the beans go in the roaster, water escapes via evaporation and it cools the roaster and then it starts heating up after that. There's a lot that goes into it. And it is not a super simple process, and it takes a lot of time to get really good at. That being said, you can't take someone who's an amazing roaster, roast a low quality coffee, and make an amazing coffee. So when someone asks, what is more important, the bean or the person roasting it? I say the bean is the qualifier to get a great cup of coffee, but then you also need an awesome roaster. So just because someone spends a lot on a bean or is marketing, we source the top X amount percentage of beans in the world, or they're promoting how much the bean that they're buying costs, or all these things about the grower, this is important. It definitely is, but it does not necessarily mean that is going to be an amazing cup of coffee. So take everything you hear about what to expect with the taste with a grain of salt, and at the end of the day, taste the coffee for yourself and decide if it is a great cup. Listen to tasting notes. Don't let them define what you're tasting. I don't even like to read the notes until I taste it. So that is a long-winded answer, ironically, during a quick hitter about which is more important, the bean or the person roasting it. Have a great day.